Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ADB colleagues and guests. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you to the Climate Change Resilience and Environmental Cluster for inviting us, the NGO and Civil Society Center, to co-organize this event. Today, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Martin Harper, CEO of BirdLife International, and our esteemed panel from ADB Sector Group, the Compliance Review Panel, and the Office of the Safeguards to share experiences and insights on scaling up our collaboration with civil society to support our climate and development efforts across Asia and the Pacific. Engaging meaningfully with stakeholders, including civil society, is an important part of ADB's businesses. Over the years, civil society has been a dependable development partner for ADB. This is why the ADB has increasingly engaged with civil society over the years. Currently, we are developing an operational approach for civil society engagement, which will further strengthen civil society's role in ADB's work. This approach has three pillars. First is increasing meaningful civil society engagement in ADB's country partnership strategies, policies, and projects. Second is strengthening knowledge sharing and dialogue among ADB, developing member countries, the private sector, and civil society. And third is to promote ADB support for civil society engagement in accountability and transparency initiatives in our developing member countries. This approach will guide our institutional direction and our work at the NGOC. The NGOC team is a dedicated unit in ADB's civil society engagement. A big part of our work is to explore how we can best leverage civil society's local knowledge, field presence, and expertise to help ADB and developing member countries deliver better and more inclusive development programs. ADB is one of the only multilateral development banks with this dedicated function that has lasted for over 20 years. In short, the NGOC is a resource for you. If you are an ADB staff or project officer, we are here to provide guidance on how we can engage more effectively with civil society in designing, implementing, and monitoring our projects. If you are a civil society organization, we can help build your capacity to work with ADB, connect you with the right teams within ADB, or help you navigate our business processes. Our ADB partnerships with BirdLife International started in 2017. It's a good example of how ADB can interact meaningfully with civil society organizations to deliver on shared development outcomes. We are collaborating on the Regional Flyway Initiative, also known as the RFI, and the Avian Sensitivity Tool for Energy Planning. The RFI builds a business case for protecting and conserving wetlands through viable nature-based solutions. A notable feature of the RFI is its inclusive approach where stakeholders were actively contributing to activity identification, design, and implementation. This enables government and civil society actors to work together to protect, restore, and sustainably manage a comprehensive network of threatened natural wetlands. It also ensures that local communities, including women, indigenous people, and youth, are given ample opportunities and encouraged to participate in various project-related activities. On the policy side, BirdLife International has actively participated in ADB's safeguard policy review process and shared feedback to inform our policy making. We have benefited from the organization's pragmatic views on climate change issues, renewable energy, and social and environmental protection. We particularly appreciate BirdLife's proactive and constructive efforts to be part of the solutions. In conclusion, collaboration between BirdLife International and ADB covers both operation and policy engagements. We appreciate this kind of meaningful civil society engagement, and we root for its success. We hope to continue our strong partnership, which can serve as a model for ADB's future collaborations with other civil society organizations. And for those of you who are interested in connecting and learning more about partnering with ADB, please email us at civilsociety@adb.org. To conclude, let me highlight ADB's commitment to sustain, deepen, and expand its engagement with civil society as ADB's development partner. This is part of ADB's core strategy for achieving our shared aspirations for a prosperous, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable Asia and the Pacific. With that, I wish you a productive and lively discussion.